How Long Gone? It is what day is it, Jason? Is it Tuesday?
Tuesday, May 27th
Got
at 2:42 p.m. A little late, a little long in the tooth for a recording day, but you had a busy shoot day. You had to get your little La Chapelle on, didn't you, Cranium?
That's God damn it. Yeah, I did. I had to go to the West Village and take pictures of Rita and Jody, who own Via Crota, as well as several other restaurants in that neighborhood. It's a classic, like, 4 places in a 2-block radius, which seems like the dream as a restaurateur, you know? Like, to just be
to have
able
the whole block.
Just the whole block. And they also just bought, which is really interesting, next to Bar Pistolino.
Like how Kith does it.
Exactly how Kith does it. Next to Bar Pistolino, they have there's like a liquor store that's been there, like a wine store that's one of the first ever.
Great bathroom at Bar Pistolino, by the way. Go ahead.
Is that how you say it? Hold on, now I'm worried. I think that's how you say it.
Maybe it's Pisalino.
Yeah.
Either way, it sounds like piss or peace, so it works for me.
Pisalino, yeah. Pisellino.
I gotta make a Pisalino, pull the Alfa Romeo over, please.
But they got this liquor store basically that was next door, and it's got all the like licenses to sell wine from like the 30s. So it feels like they just waited out a guy.
The wine is from the 30s or the license is from the 30s?
I'm saying it's been a operating liquor store since like post-prohibition. You know what I mean?
Go back.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm sorry. Let's not. We need to focus on what's important, not my amateur photography. But
okay.
Donald Trump, I don't know if you're familiar with him, Jason. He's the president of the United States of America. And, you know, a lot of people don't like him. I don't like him necessarily, but he did something today that I have to respect, and that is he pardoned the Chrisley family, Southern royalty, closeted gay man Chris Chrisley and his beard have been sprung from the local jail by Donald Trump, and we got to give it up. We got to give it up for the Chrisleys.
Yeah. Big Donnie, a broken clock, right twice a day.
Exactly. God did, is what I have to say about this. I believe in God now, and all it took was one pardon for people that truly deserve it. These people have done nothing but give to the community, and by community, I mean the people who watch the reality show.
Okay, and we don't even remember what simple white-collar crime Chrisley did.
Yeah, some fraud. Oh, wire fraud? Oh, lock me up.
Wire fraud. Oh, no, my wire. Grow up.
Grow up. Wire fraud? Dead ass. If I was on trial for wire fraud, I'd tell the judge, grow up. That's what I would say if he was trying to put me behind bars.
Make me come. You make me come all the way uptown for this, Judge.
This is crazy.
And also, you know, Chris, whenever you and I are talking about sentencing, #sentencing, which we do a lot on this show, you famously like to say, they talk about it in the Reddit, they famously say, Chris is always saying, let's give him time served. You know what I mean?
Let's give him time served. And
you're a big time served guy, but when if you've seen one episode, even if you've seen a 30-second clip of Chrisley, imagining that person in jail,
oh no,
it's compounded interest in terms of time served.
Here's the thing, though. What if he's running that shit like the Navy? What if he's the baddest bitch in the white-collar crime jail?
Yeah,
if he's gotten comfortable?
I guess he could be like the Tiger King kind of
Yeah,
Tiger King
seems
to have he's running his business just fine. He's on his 4th jail marriage.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
he's recording his live pod. He's Twitch streaming. He's doing pretty well over there, and there's a chance that Chrisley
can now, because you know the prisons aren't co-ed, so he can bottom with throwing caution to the wind. No wife in sight, no kids in sight, and he's probably a pretty good card player. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff. You know, I don't know how many push-ups he can do.
Do you know how to play bridge, Hector? Well, get over here. I'll teach you.
Get over here now. What gang are you a part of? Okay, just 1 second. Pay attention right here. What does that tattoo mean?
If you want to play with me, it has to be uncut. You know that, Hector. Get over here.
All right, so we're going to play Strip Bridge. It's a game I invented.
It's a good jail game that I just invented. Yeah, so I think there's a small chance that he is quote unquote running ish, but I think more so he's probably had to keep his head down, lay low, and
Yeah,
what
I
a
agree,
sobering
I agree.
experience. You know what I mean? It's like when Martha Stewart went to jail, everyone was like, really? Come on, guys.
No, it's the Chrisleys are going to get out. Their kids are going to have them set up in a nice, 4-bedroom in Franklin Hills, right outside of Nashville. They're going to be good to go. They're going to be rubbing elbows with Nicole Kidman and fucking Keith Urban in days. In days.
Yeah. I would
Breaking
say,
bread.
any Sweet Green owners listening right now, let's give them a little cashew welcome home. First day out, let them try the new Korean barbecue menu.
Bro, first day out, I'm getting a shroom on me. First day out?
Imagine you've been eating syrup sandwiches for the last 3 years. After you did a little bid, not upstate, downstate, come out, the all new Sweet Green menu. They got fries now? Get the frig out of here. And you're like, yeah, we cook them in an air fryer, Crisley. And he's like, oh, air what? And you're like, it's been a while, Crisley. Sit down.
That's like when people go to jail for 30 years, they come out, they don't know how to use a cell phone, clothes have changed. It's the same thing with the Sweet Green menu since Chrisley's been doing a
you have
dime.
an iPhone, they try to hammer a nail into a piece of wood with it. You're like, no, this is the future of technology.
No, that's a French fry. It's not. It's air fried. But I'm glad that they're free or soon to be free. And this is hopefully they get a nice fat reality TV deal because post jail, if you're going to do anything, you got to make money.
Yeah.
Your assets are frozen. You got to start producing some income.
And I'm sure Trump is hitting him with that little tax as well. At a certain time, when you get out, you're going to have to start making some cash and there's going to be a little VIG on you. 20% off the top. Go straight down to Mar-a-Lago. That's just for a little walking around money.
I wonder who Trump's tariff enforcer is in the personal zone. You know what I mean? Like you're right though. This ain't for free.
His day-to-day enforcer?
Something happened here. Like there's no way he's just doing this because he loves Southern gay guys. That's too easy.
Well, he normally. I mean, this is the first non-rapper he's pardoned in a while, right?
That's a good point. That's actually a really good point. So there must be even more to the story that we are seeing.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a guy named Salvador or something like that that's going to pay Crisley a visit every 2 months, and he's going to want those 20s in a Kroger bag.
Not Publix. Donald likes Kroger more. I need you to put it in the right bag, sweetheart. I got excited because holiday weekends are the worst. They're boring. The city is full of tourists. The airports are full of idiots. You can't win. And I got excited because I was like, oh, there's an award show. Even though it's the American Music Awards and that's fake, at least it's something for me to look forward to. At least it's something for me to watch on television. I've finished the Benny drama show. There's not much left.
Sure. So much like a kratom bar to a heroin addict, you're like, it's better than nothing. We'll pull over and check it out.
AMA is Suboxone for someone like me, so it's like, let's do it. And I have to say, I can find a glimmer of gold in almost any award show. It's one of my special powers, one of my only skills.
Sure.
And it was one of the worst things, low budget things I've ever seen on television. You thought Below Deck was cheap to make? J-Lo opened the show. J-Lo's the host, which is also, she's completely irrelevant at this point. J-Lo opens the show with a insane dance number to a medley of all the hit songs of the year, not even singing or playing her own songs.
So not even a 1/16 of Waiting for Tonight?
She might have done 1/16 of something, but it might have been something from the new album, the dreaded new J-Lo album. So she does that, and then it continues. The red carpet was one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It was a streamer named QT Cinderella. That's literally her name.
Okay.
Who was like a lobotomized Taylor Swift like vibe, was hosting with a guy from Billboard, and they were just like, no one would stop to talk to them, like no real celebrities would stop. So it was really amazing.
Damn,
really, honestly,
is QT Cinderella the white Aquafina?
She's kind of but then like Kai Cenat stops because he's like gang with her because they're gamer streamers together. It's all so twisted.
They stream.
But then country legend Blake Shelton and his Orange County bride, Maga Stefani, both played, like he played first and then introduced her. And I found out today, thanks to Stereo Gum, that those performances were pre-taped. They weren't even there, which is like if you can't get Blake Shelton to come to your award show, then I think we got to hang it up.
I guess the fact that it's on a Monday, it's on Memorial Day, and I learned that it was happening like 4 hours before on Twitter, like from Pop Crave or something.
Yeah.
Like the extent of the marketing campaign was, let's pay Pop Crave $400 to post about it.
Not a bad idea.
No, and we love our friends over at Pop Crave.
I mean, the promo, like the big people on the red carpet were Gloria Estefan. Like that's literally what the vibe was.
Dios mío.
And Gloria Estefan, a legend, don't get me wrong, but not moving the needle. She's not getting the eyeballs locked in. Let's say that.
We don't want whoever's playing Abuela on the George Lopez reboot to be our
to be the lead on the red carpet.
Our double A-list talent. Like who's the top of the top though? Oh, it is Gloria Estefan. Okay.
But usually these award shows, people show, but there's somebody named Becky G.
She's grande. She's grande, but not in your world.
She's big, but not in my world. Yeah, but she looked like a star. Like she's beautiful and like put together.
Sure.
And that felt good because everybody else did not look like that. So shout out to Becky for that. Oh, and also friend of the show, Rebecca Black, was DJing the after party apparently to an empty room, I read. Every DJ's nightmare.
Oh, Rebecca. Yeah, we got to get RB on the pod, right? She'd be a hoot.
Yeah, that's sis. I know. I've tried. I don't know what happened. I've tried a few times and the conversation peters out as it sometimes does, but we'll get back on that.
We might be too straight for her now.
She said that, yeah, they're like, what's been like fueling you creatively? And she's like, gay sex. That's literally her answer on the red carpet.
Yeah, lately I've just been focusing on being like a local munch for 3 to 4 power tops.
Dude, like what the fuck? It's a really funny answer, but it felt serious. It didn't feel like she was trying to be funny.
Right. And that's in lies the issue, perhaps.
In lies the issue.
Well, I'm glad I missed it. I was catching up on a little rehearsal. You don't watch that show though, right?
No, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's not for me. I've tried. Like, I know it's crazy. I don't like it, but I don't. I mean, the final episode's about like pilots, correct? I've seen it all over the internet today.
The whole season is sort of about him trying to literally solve a problem, which is why all these airplanes keep crashing. And he sort of, by the end of it, I haven't seen the very final episode, so no spoiler alerts will come out of my mouth, but he seems to have basically figured out that because the co-pilot and the pilot workplace dynamic is so tense, the co-pilot does not feel like he's in a safe space to criticize the captain who's steering the ship. So instead, 300 perish in a fireball, whatever.
Oh, I see.
And then this is just in America, but like in other countries, oftentimes Asian countries where like the seniority with your elder and the younger subordinate is a lot more intense, where, if the captain is fucking up or drunk or whatever, the co-pilot's just like, well, about to die.
Yeah, I can't say anything to the big boss.
I can't say a damn thing, yeah.
I can't say nothing.
And they found out that basically pilots and co-pilots don't talk anymore. So he's trying to get them to bro down and be friends. And it's kind of interesting. I haven't seen the very end of it, but he eventually gets his pilot's license and like really goes in.
I mean, it sounds like what you just described sounds great to me. And then I'll try to watch it and just be like, I don't like this. And I wish I did, because it seems like something that I should like. And I mean, especially if I like lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But
to me, it's one of those things where like you try to do a thing once. I'm not talking about you specifically, but just us humans in general.
Yeah.
We're like, I'm going to try to do this thing. And then you try it once and you're like, oh, well, that ain't going to happen again. I tried that and no. And it's one of those things where somebody has to sort of like literally hold you down and create the perfect scenario. Like if you and I we were doing a couples retreat in Aspen and there's nothing going on, park you up. I got a big bowl of Bjorn corn. I've got your emotional support harmless harvest ready to go, chilling with no makeup on. You got your little Tekla socks on or whatever, warming by the fire. Well, I'll just start this one up, Chris. I think you might like it.
I see.
I get into it. I'm sort of explaining. I see where your hamster wheel's spinning.
Yeah.
And you're like, my brain doesn't work in this world of absurdity, and I'll be the translator for you. Next thing you know, we're on episode 4. Wow.
You know what? Jason, like low key, I think I like this. Yeah, I think that you're right. There's a set and setting.
You get up to go pee and you say, "Can you pause it?" I'm like, the pause.
Damn, that's real shit though. That's real shit though.
Yeah, when Shorty says pause it, woo, she liking it.
When Shorty says pause and she's talking about the TV, that's the best. That's the best. That's the best.
Yeah, you're watching Ken Burns Dust Bowl. You're on hour 7, and she's like, "I'm getting a little hungry. Actually, can you pause this?"
Can you pause it? I'll be right back. I just
put a
want to
rang on it.
I want to put some cookies. I was put on to a new product today by David Cho.
Okay.
And it's called Grethers. And it's like a pastille. It's like a little gummy type type lozenge that apparently is a secret for many professional singers. Because I've had long COVID for like 8 months. And our friend Spencer was like, "Bro, you gotta fix this." I'm like, "I can't. I've tried everything," and Cho was like,
"This
"Hold
shit
on."
look like tin fish. I also just like the initial the initial sentence where you're like, "A product called Drethers, which appears to be a pastille." And I was like, these are 2 words that have not been uttered since the mid 1800s.
This is like proto Ricola, but there's a delicious looking ginger lemon flavor, but they only sell them at kind of like chic, like old school pharmacies like C.O. Bigelow or Zitimer's or whatever. So I'm gonna have
Apothecaries, but they're on Amazon too, bro.
Yeah, but they only have the variety packs on Amazon. I only want the ginger lemon. I cannot fuck with some black currant, blueberry, red currant. None of that sounds good to me.
Not a currant lover. Okay, that's fine.
Not a currant lover. All right, we have a guest today, Rico Nasty, musician, actress, etc., has a new album out. Actually came out the 16th called Lethal. And we got a lot to cover with Rico.
I believe we do. Yeah, Rico's been making the rounds on the pods. I heard a couple here and there. She did Rick Rubin's pod, and I gave it a little listen. So just another stop on the pod train for Rico. We're excited to have her. And this is episode 800. Don't forget it.
Oh, that's big. We'll get you a sash, Rico, to celebrate.
All right, let's give her a zoom.
Let's give her a zoom.
Oh my God, fucking buzzer beater. I'm the baddest bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Damn.
Wow.
I like that it doesn't take much for you to celebrate. I like that. You're quick to pat yourself on the back, and that's nice.
When it comes to external audio settings, you really are that bitch.
Please let them hoes know something. I'm chilling in Tulum right now. We just figured some shit out from scratch. You hoes could never, okay? No assistant on deck. Pure brain.
You look by yourself. You look to be by yourself. I don't see an assistant hiding anywhere or any. Okay. But I will say that the Tuluminati charges are also, you have a round window, like a porthole.
I do.
You live on a damn cruise ship.
This is your home. This is your
my
home?
This is
Carnival
my home.
Cruise ass house.
Is this in LA or New York or where
This is
you?
LA. Yeah.
Okay.
You only find cool shit. Like, I feel like it's a very, very niche house. There's like a studio in the backyard. It's very like made for artists
nice.
type of.
Yeah, that's
type of
nice.
house. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So what is up with this round window though? And that has a custom.
It has like a
2 window.
I don't know if you can see like right here. It like closes, but yeah, I call that like the submarine window or like the evil lair window. Like if my friends are coming over, I'll tell them where to park.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
no, Now I went back to Rico's house and she closed the window. You know what was going on,
dude. During Halloween, I had like the 2 bloody hand stickers up there.
Well, so we're decorating for holidays over at the Nasty household.
Hell yeah! I have a 9-year-old. He's about to be 10. I have to decorate.
Oh shit! Okay,
Yeah.
You don't have a choice. Yeah, those guys.
But
care.
if you did not have a 9-year-old, you would still be going off on Halloween at your house. I'm assuming though, right?
Probably not. This shit's expensive.
Okay.
All right, so we're hitting the Halloween warehouse. What's the check looking like? What are we talking about when we leave?
Bro, that shit is like $500. It's not like a crazy check, but for something that's going to be used once a year and sit in the garage, and you're getting like skeletons and cobwebs. Cobwebs are like $100. I had for Halloween this past year, I had cobwebs running across the entire balcony.
That's taxing you. That is taxing.
It was
you.
like fucking $300 for cobwebs. Then we had to get 2 big ass skeletons. Those were like $70. Then you had to get like my son wanted these projector lights of The Exorcist. Bro's crazy.
Whoa.
He wanted like a projector light of like The Exorcist on the house.
That's extra.
So
That is extra.
we had to get that. My house does not have any external plugs. So then we had to buy like a tiny little generator thing, like a plate up outside. Bro.
Wow.
Buying a generator to project The Exorcist on your house for Halloween is the definition.
I'm gonna
of
get you an
extra.
extension cord for Christmas this year, girl.
Get you a nice extension cord.
You can't do it through the extension cord because then like the window's gonna be open or the door is gonna be open.
Oh, good point. Good point. Well, you've thought of everything. Okay, so wow. So I mean, I can only imagine what Christmas is like then. It must look like Santa's Wonderland in that bitch.
I don't do a big Christmas. And you know, it's so funny because my son's birthday is literally November 24th. So when you think Christmas, that's literally a month away. So I do the most for his birthday. I mean, his birthday is also by Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so that's a lot. So the cake has to look like a turkey.
I was gonna say.
He's a bi-coastal baby. So he has an East Coast birthday and a West Coast birthday. And like, it's just like, it'd be a lot around that time of year for me. It's a lot. I mean, a lot of planning, a lot of gathering, getting people together. And so by the time Christmas rolls around, you're lucky if I get a tree. Last year was the first time that I ever did a Christmas tree. So
Real or fake?
fake as fuck. Are you kidding me?
I
What?
just wanted to double check because
But that smell, you need that smell, Rico.
I folded that bitch up and put it right back in the box. I'm not doing it. I have a cat, so my cat probably
you
would
have
have.
you know what? Your house sounds like there's a lot going on over there.
It's pretty quiet though. It's quiet in here.
I think you need an assistant though. Is what I'm sure there's some people listening that would love to apply if you need help.
No, I have an assistant, but I meet like some like rappers and they're like, yeah, my assistant, they live with me. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
the assistant's got to live with you. Yeah, yeah.
No,
Gotta live with
no. That's a handler. That's a handler.
That's true.
You're not gonna get me. That's a handler.
There is a fine line between a handler and assistant, keeping an eye on you.
Why the fuck do you have to live with me?
Yeah, I mean
No.
that does feel a little extreme, but I think to really ingratiate yourself and make yourself, a third hand for your boss, you got to
Yeah.
be there you got to be on the emails, you got to be in the
She
guest.
is here. She's here at the crack of ass, and she's the last person to leave.
Damn, okay.
So what do you have her doing exactly? Is she just support?
Everything.
Oh, she's doing
does-
everything. She's carrying extra BlackBerry batteries.
Is she?
and shit
Does
for
she have
you.
to take all those cobwebs down on November 19th?
She does. No, oh my God. Okay, so it's so funny because there's been like tears. There's been like tears of this shit. She used to have to clean my closet. I think that was like, it's so weird because now it's like, I don't know if other people are like this with people that they've worked with for so long, but I've been with her for like 5 years and she's like my sister. She's not really my assistant.
Oh, never heard that. That's some Hollywood terminology
She's
that I'm
like-
not familiar with.
A sister to me. Like, I love her. I appreciate her. She's, she does what she needs to do. She's all about her business. This bitch is like, if I like wake up, I'm like, I need camera art. She's like a graphic designer. She can do literally anything.
Wow.
She knows everybody. She low-key helped me find like somebody who wound up working on the album, our homie Oscar. She's like just one of those people that just knows everybody everywhere. She's just super cool. But when we first met, the first thing I told her, I was
Give her a
like,
shout out.
can you clean?
Shout out to her.
Say, can you clean out my closet? And she was like, what? And she was down there for like hours cleaning out my closet. And she was just like, you gotta do something about this shit, bro. I was like, no, this is it. You gotta clean
This
this
is just how
every
it
2
is.
weeks.
Okay, do you let her know? Do you feel bad and you're like you can pick out two or three things maybe and it's yours, like a little gift
Oh my
for
God.
that?
You know what's funny? I'm not even just for her, but for everybody that comes to my house, I'm always like, do you want this? Because I get gifted
You got too
a lot
much
of
stuff.
things.
You got too much stuff. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, that's the gift and a curse. You got to clean out the
Yeah.
beauty closet when anyone comes over.
Yes.
Question about your sister. What's her personal life looking like? Does she have a man or a woman? Is there a partner involved that has to deal with your bullshit as well?
Oh, that's
Or-
so funny. That's so funny. So like, bro, me and her, when I say we've literally been through it all together, when we first met, we were both dating someone. And bro, we got like so busy, and it's different when when you go from like not having an assistant or just really not having a woman present on your team, and then you like have this person, y'all do everything together, y'all be just getting y'all nails done, y'all telling each other tea. It's like you just start seeing certain things, and we both kind of were like, why are we in relationships, bro? Like, we need to just.
So you're saying you guys are at tips to toes, and you're talking, and you basically convince each other to break up with your significant others.
Yeah. Well,
see, this is why we are scared of women. This is why we're scared of women.
We both came into the situation unhappy. Like, we were having like issues, but we didn't know each other well enough to speak on them. And then one day, bro, something happened. And like, I know it was me for a fact. I was like, what the fuck? Or I got mad about something. She was like, you're going through that too? And it was like, wait, what? And we bonded over it, and it was like we're too busy to like be dealing with this
bullshit.
It's just like we're too busy for this. Like, we have so much to live.
I'm sure it's not for lack of offers. I'm sure you're hotly, you're hotly chased.
Let's stop that, because I don't have like guys in my
suitors.
DMs.
You don't have suitors.
No, I don't have like, I don't think I put myself out there enough, but like, nor do I feel like I like need that.
Well, after you do How Long Gone, you're gonna have a lot of corked up white boys in the DMs. Just warning you now. Let's warning you now.
I thought they hated me.
Screamo dick coming at you right now.
I didn't know that they liked me.
Really?
Yeah. I've never been hit on by a white man. So
really,
never.
Damn.
Not in real life. Maybe on the internet. Not in real life.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count. Damn. All right, white men. Once again, got to step up.
I don't know though. Should they?
Do women do you find that women shoot their shot a little bit more than the fellas?
Yeah, the guy that I'm talking to now, I shot my shot.
Oh, so you was this an IRL? You pulled up on him, or was this a?
No, it's always gonna be IRL. I'm not like an internet type of person. Like, I low key, I just started getting back on the internet. I have someone who like runs it, so I'm not really like an internet type of person. I don't.
It's so funny. We have a lot of friends that are doing the same thing. They're like, I don't use, like, there's somebody, the label or the management company that handles Instagram and Twitter. I don't have to do that shit.
I made a tweet the other day though. It's a golden tweet. I'm gonna reread it back to you because I thought it was so fucking funny. Because this is exactly how I feel.
A golden tweet?
It's a golden tweet.
Sounds like an award for the best tweet. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's literally the best tweet you'll see. I said, after not running my socials for so long, when I get back on here, it'd be giving mental wellness retreat when they let you have phone time.
The dopamine is hitting you when you're looking at it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, look at all these people trying to talk to me. They love me. I felt crazy as fuck.
I feel that whenever I go on an airplane, like a long plane ride, I'll turn the Wi-Fi off or turn the airplane mode off. Don't look at it. And then when you land, it's like the slot machine.
You look like the most important
DMs,
person. I turn my phone on. I do the same thing, and I turn my phone on because I want people. Ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I used to do that until I heard this. There was a book, like pre-cancellation, trend. There was a book, and there was a story about a woman tweeting something and getting on a flight to Africa. And by the time she landed, her entire life was ruined.
Yeah.
And
what the fuck?
Like I don't remember what the tweet was or why it was offensive, but she basically landed, and it was like she'd been fired from her job. It was like a whole thing, and it just made me too paranoid.
I had that happen to me. I got canceled on a plane.
What'd you do?
Bro, they pulled up some old tweets. They put up some old tweets of like me and my homie. The whole shit got like debunked. And even still to this day, like, I feel like an asshole about it because basically I was getting canceled on a plane, and it's just so fucking funny now. The timing is just funny because I was getting canceled on a plane, but I didn't have Wi-Fi. So when I got off, it's like fresh to me.
Yeah.
So I'm not really realizing how long this conversation has already been going on pre me jumping into it. Came into it hella ignorant. I said some crazy shit out the gate. Like, and it was like, oh God, it was just like.
You're saying your reaction was a little bit too, let's say, hot coming in.
Coming in to a conversation that's like 6 hours late. And it was like, they were like, oh, this bitch is just disrespectful. Like, and I couldn't read the room. Then I sat back, I read the room, and I was like, this is, I have to do better, bro. Like, you gotta learn how to shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
What flavor was this cancellation? Because I the one that Chris was talking about, a woman tweeted, "Going to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white."
Oh my God. What the
bad it
fuck?
was?
That's like, okay, that's 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10. You're done. You're cooked. You're
It's
cooked.
over. But she
You're
only had
done.
170
She's like
followers,
she's a
and it's
civilian.
It
still
doesn't
spread.
Even a
matter.
civilian
It's
can get
Twitter.
it.
It doesn't
Even a
matter.
civilian can get it.
No, it
Great
doesn't
book.
matter. That's
Great book.
crazy.
John
Great
Ronson.
book. She
Great
is
book.
fucking insane for that. To tweet that and hit
Yeah,
send
what
is
was your
fucking diabolical.
flavor?
Bro, mine was like a fucking, oh God. I mean, I hate rating it because it was still offensive as fuck. They told me not to say it.
Zoe's like, actually, let's move on from this subject.
They told me not to say a word. I apologized, and in my apology, I said the word, which was just like redundant as fuck. So
I like
It's a classic move, Rico. I love that move.
yeah, it's just like a fucking. That's a solid 6. It's just like you're an asshole. Like
Yeah,
you're
you're
an
just an asshole. You're an
yeah, you're
asshole.
just a fucking asshole for
You're
real.
an asshole. Well, look, I'm glad you made it through. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're fine.
I'm glad you made it
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, I've grown up a lot. I mean, it's so weird when you're like 19, because believe it or not, you say so much, right? You say so much about they're using me for clout, but sometimes I would say dumb shit just because like I knew it would go viral, and at what cost? Like I feel like it tainted people's perspective on like who I really am because I kind of was just saying shit.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
yeah, so now like yeah, they bring tweets up, and I can't stand by any of those
That
statements.
that reminds me of like the Tyler the Creator effect, where you meet him, he's a very sweet, nice young man, and then you pull up the old tweets and you're like, dear Christ in heaven, this is the nastiest, worst thing you could ever say to somebody, you know?
I like it. It gives him some
Lucky.
And he
depth.
pulls up wearing like a golf shirt, like, hey guys, how are ya?
He pulls up in the Bugatti rumbling.
He's like, hey bitches.
Hey bitches, it's that
Hey
bitch.
bitches.
So did you study from the Tyler school of tweeting? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, probably like Tyler, Lil B, Chief Keef, Young Thug. Those are the best tweeters of all time.
I agree.
Those are some of the best tweeters of all
Lil
time.
B's tweets had another special flavor to them, remember? Lil B did like asking 13-year-olds for feet pics on Maine.
What?
What are you talking about? What?
When was that?
There's like thousands of tweets of him reposting underage feet.
It's fucked up. He didn't ask for pictures of your feet. Is what I'm saying. If you're following that closely,
Oh, you guys want to know crazy lore? You guys want to know crazy lore?
did you send Little B? Did you? Yes.
I didn't send Little B any feet pics, but that is something that I would do for money before I made music. And I was dating this guy, and he was like running my socials because I was becoming this like rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like not running my socials, but like
He had the passwords.
He was your feet pimp.
yeah, no, he didn't know. He didn't know. This is the tea. I'm
This is
telling you.
music only. Music only.
Music only.
Rico, let me ask you, what's the Cash App looking like for the feet?
Oh, like back
what's the
then?
price for a
Adjust for inflation.
yeah?
Like $50, $100.
Okay, 50 or 100 is. I mean, it's literally feet.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
worth
it wouldn't be nothing crazy, but I had like people that were like consistent, and like they found like my Instagram and like found out that I was like making music, so they were like DMing me, and he had the password, and he seen them, and this man, he was like, he was like, oh, you haven't sent me pictures in months, and it was like this whole big thing, and he was like, I didn't know you was into that type of shit, like that's weird, and I felt like really ashamed about it, and like. Yeah, it was like really weird. That's a really weird lore.
Where's that guy now, though? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully not talking to a girl who has feet pics.
That's all he learned from the situation.
Somewhere with my soul out is crazy.
Chill with my soul out. Well, I mean, like you look at musician Lily Allen.
Mm-hmm.
She's currently is selling feet
And
pics.
she's a multimillionaire.
Yeah.
And she said that she's making more money on the feet pics than she
Then
is
she
on
is on the music.
yeah, on all the music. And she's still, hitting millions of streams a month,
Bro, I think it's kind of wicked, but I'm doing a TV show right now with like Apple TV, A24. And I'm playing like an OnlyFans model, and I was like I was just like thinking to myself, I was like, I should really use this to pivot.
How is it like is there like an intimacy coach for playing an OnlyFans model?
There is, but there's no intimacy scenes. There's no.
Okay, it's just
Yeah.
about you making money, kind of.
Type shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the show called?
It's called Margot's Got Money Troubles.
Based on a very popular book, Chris.
Yes, based on a very popular book. And shout out to the author, Rufy Thorpe. She came to my album release. She a rock star. She's cool as fuck.
Oh yeah.
We're from like the same
What
area.
is the book called? The same thing, but called the same thing.
Margot's Got Money Troubles.
Okay.
And the cast is stacked. I'm with Elle Fanning and Nicole Kidman and Michelle Pfeiffer and Nick Offerman.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah. I see my bitch.
Elle Fanning is trending for having a fat ass.
Yeah.
And it's no joke. People are like, how did we not know?
Guys, but
No.
But
I'm just
it
saying,
is.
people are like,
she's gorgeous. She's a gorgeous girl. I will say that. Like when I met her, I was very like, wow. She's tall. Like she's tall. She's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
She's built like a literal fucking model. But
Working with a monster.
oh my god, you guys are so funny. You guys are like, oh my gosh, she has a fat butt.
no, this is pictures from Cannes or circulating.
It's currently trending.
I've never looked.
She's like literally like breathtaking. I literally when I have to like work on
She has
set
like
with
a
her,
porcelain doll.
Yeah, she
like,
just looks very
quality.
unreal. And even just growing up watching her is just weird, and knowing her sister was in Uptown Girls, it's just like all of it is just who the fuck. Sometimes I just
Her
be
best
like,
work, her
I'm
most
just
famous
like,
work, of
this
course.
is kind of insane sometimes.
Like Elle, I know you did the whole, Bob Dylan movie, but can we talk
Actually,
about
she's in-
Uptown Girls that your sister was
she's
in?
actually Ella's in the new Predator movie, and that shit's gonna be crazy. Like,
Wow, okay.
that shit gonna be fire.
So she went from a complete unknown to Predator 17. Some of that, bro.
No, bro. She actually, when Elle was what, like, if you read the audiobook, she's like the one reading it or whatever. And she was kind of the one that made me like fall in love with, like, I guess my character or whatever, because I knew that it would be like her best friend in the story. And I was like, well, she's really fucking cool. And it's like, it just all made sense. Even the other girl that I'm working with, her name is Lindsay. She was in Honora. And that fucking one, it's like, yeah, the cast is, I'm like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get an award, bitch. Fuck.
So are you?
Let me catch up.
How
Fuck.
much acting had you like? Was this a big ambition, or did this kind of fall in your lap?
Oh yeah, it was a. I'm not afraid to admit when I failed, and yeah, I've done a lot of auditions and I've not gotten them, so I'm happy.
Okay.
Well, that's all part of the game. Our best thespians have experienced the same failure.
Exactly. So no, this is not like a little hobby. My agent threw me to the side, like, "Oh, do this." It was
Okay, but let me ask
read the
another.
book.
What's
I
the
was
money
like-
looking like though?
very good, top of the line.
Okay.
Top of the line. Enough to have to Illuminati ceiling.
That's right. That's right. I thought I saw David Guetta back there doing a private set, but I guess that was just okay.
That's just my backyard.
All right, so the money's looking good. What's the time commitment though? Is it crazy hours?
Bro, it's so funny because I low-key have to take myself out of Rico Nasty when I step into the acting world, because it's so different.
You take that nasty hat off.
Well, like Ludacris, you go from Ludacris to Chris Bridges, is what you're saying.
Yes, exactly that. Bro, I'm about to make a song called Chris Bridges. Fuck is you talking about? What? Hell yeah. I go from The Rock to Dwayne, bitch. I go from Drake to Aubrey, bitch. Like, I am like,
you go Ice Cube to O'Shea Jackson.
I go Rico Nasty to Maria Kelly, okay? I'm in that whole, I'm at Crafty.
Maria speaking, present.
I gotta say, Maria Kelly is one of the whitest names I've ever heard. I gotta be honest with you. And that's coming from a guy with a pretty white name himself.
I would love to see you host a morning show with three of your tightest white bitches that you know.
Maria Kelly,
Yeah, this
the
is-
Maria Kelly show.
Yeah,
Maria Kelly in the morning.
Maria Kelly in the morning, V103 coming to you live. It's this is after acting. We go to
That's
Young Jock
actually
hosts
so
a big
fucking
radio
funny
show.
because Maria Kelly is just very. My last name is very Irish. Kelly is very Irish. And Maria is my first name is Maria Cecilia.
Oh wow.
So
Like hyphenated?
yes,
Damn, that's a twisted first
Oh,
name.
some
I like
Italian
it.
shit.
yeah. Yes, Maria Cecilia.
What's your
Maria Cecilia.
background?
I'm Puerto Rican and my dad is black. So
Oh, okay. So you don't even have any. All right. So Kelly,
No.
where the fuck they get this from?
my dad's side of the family, they're all Kelly. It's so funny. So okay, it's not funny. So you guys want to get a little history lesson?
Don't bring us down too much, but sure.
No, it's wicked. All right, so basically, I guess this is probably the reason why no white guys have tried to talk to me. My family, the origins of my grandmother's side are Nat Turner. So like they're the Turners, and then we have the Kelly side. I know. Bear with me. We have the Kelly side, and from my understanding, the slave owner who owned my family back then gave us the entire town. And it was like, now it's Kelly Town in Virginia.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, very nice of them, right? Okay. But it's just so fucking
Wow,
funny.
that's actually a crazy story.
No, yeah, like my bloodline is like very, there's some shit.
So
Some
like Nat
shit.
Turner, like deep Nat Turner. So any white guy's like, you know what, I'm good.
I guess they're probably gonna be like, okay, never mind, don't talk to her.
That's wild.
When you do your ancestry and it goes back to that, I was very much like, what the fuck?
And that's exactly why I don't do my ancestry. I don't want to know. I don't want to know what happened. I don't want to know.
You might be related to Fat Joe. You might be a Puerto Rican yourself.
Bro, you might be related to Daddy Yankee.
Yeah, you and Daddy Janky.
Daddy Yankee.
Rompe.
Dame más gasolina. I love Daddy Yankee though. I'm Puerto Rican, so.
But Jason found out that he's what percent Native American are you, Jason? What did you find out?
It was like 13-14%. I would
That's
say.
pretty high.
Really?
That's pretty high, and you do have a flair about you, whereas I look so white, it's like a joke. I look like a thumb, and I don't know if I found out I had 12% Puerto Rican, I would be at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Like
in
you
White
would
Air
be.
Force
You know
Ones.
what? That's one thing about finding out where you're from. I mean, finding out my last name is originally like it's Irish of some sort. It's funny because it's not funny, but then I watched Sinners and I was just so confused. I was like, wait, so I'm like Irish and black and Puerto Rican, like
Put you through it a little bit. It made
it's
you think a little too much.
Trauma. It's a lot of trauma up in there. I was like, what the fuck? But I thought it was crazy because I was just like, damn, you just would never know. And then I had an opportunity to do a show in Ireland, and I was like, I went to like the fairy forest, and I actually fuck with Irish people. Like I fuck with them. Like they're cool. I fuck with their fairy culture, and obviously I don't want to make it seem like leprechauns is like what they're known for, but like fairy culture, gnome culture is like really cool.
Hold on.
What?
Rico,
I know
could
your
you
ass
get-
is into some gnome shit. We're gonna get into
You
that.
said, are you gonna? But could you get down with a redhead? I don't think you could.
Oh my God. Gingers have no soul. And I love that. What?
Okay, so you're saying you're open to a ginger because they're soulless.
There's like a conversation. They were like, gingers are black. I don't know where that came from, but my dad originally, like, his hair is red. I have a lot of black gingers in my family.
Really?
Damn.
Just
fucking
but
Irish.
also Irish people have been through a lot of shit in their life as
true.
well. Irish people have been through a lot of
That's
trauma.
actually fucking crazy. Yeah, my dad probably gets like, because I mean, like my leg hair and shit's like blonde. I have cousins who have red hair and like freckles. And I guess that's Irish. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Did you see the picture of what we're all gonna look like in 2050? None of this shit matters. Everybody gonna look like Zendaya.
Nice.
It's done. Everybody's gonna look like Kehlani and Zendaya and Bruno Mars.
The goal.
Gonna come out of the womb with a face tat already.
If I come out looking like Bruno Mars, we got a problem.
To him.
when we go back home to the Kelly
Yeah.
Kelly house,
Yeah.
Kelly cookout Memorial Day weekend, are we mixing in some Irish flavors?
Fuck no.
Okay.
No.
All right. It's PR only. It's
No, you ain't doing no boiled potatoes and cabbage or nothing?
No, Kellytown. That's not the Puerto Rican side. That's
Okay.
the Sierras. That's my mom's side. So Puerto Rican, that stays
Sierra.
in New York. You
Uh-huh.
know, Raquel Sierra. She's very like Spanish. I love her.
Are your parents married?
They were.
Okay, but no longer.
I wasn't made out of wedlock.
Okay, so you're okay. Thank God. I was wondering.
Right? I was made out of love. I'm not a bastard.
Did they think what you're doing is cool? Or are they like, could you please get a job?
Oh, well, it was a little bit of both. I mean, so I mean, my situation is a little bit different. I didn't just wake up and say, I'm going to become a rapper. I had a baby. And then I said, I want to become a rapper.
Oh, wow.
I said, yeah. So my baby's 6 months old and Lil Yachty's going on tour. So can you watch him? Which to my mother sounded like, groupie, whore.
Well, to be fair, Lil Yachty.
Well, to be fair, there wasn't a Cardi B. There wasn't none of it. There wasn't no real female. I mean, it was Nicki Minaj and fucking whatever the fuck else was going on. But
I want to give a shout out quickly to Lil Yachty. He looks great. I really like his haircut. It really matured him, and he looks really good. And
he always has. He's always
but he looks good.
Yeah, but he had a Kris Jenner glow up. He's looking crispy right now. Crispy.
Yeah, he looks like he looks. I'm sure he's getting.
You don't think he's looking good?
I think he's always looked good. I think you guys just are.
So you like the braids? You like the braids?
I think everyone's just now catching on, but I think he always
okay.
was a handsome
guy. So
your
first tour was with Lil Yachty.
No, he just was like, "Hey, come to a show. You're cute." So I came to the show, and
so it was on some groupie shit.
It was. Came to the show. I came to the show,
actually,
and then
yes,
he was like, "Oh, you do music, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do music." He's like, "Oh, let me hop on a song."
Damn.
And then he got on the Hey Arnold song, and it kind of like blew up, and
that was very nice of him.
That was like, the first time, right? It's so nice to lend a helping hand. He does that a lot, though. I'm not the only person that can say that.
He's helped Drake out a lot, actually. It's true. He's
helped a lot of people.
He's given Drake a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people have given Drake a lot.
So, hold on. So you got a 9-year-old son.
Yes.
And dad is on the East Coast, is what you're saying?
Yes. No, dad is where is dad?
Okay, so dad ain't around, is what you're saying.
No, he's around. He gets on my fucking nerves. I don't really keep tabs of where exactly he is.
Got it.
You're saying your BD gets on your nerves.
Oh, please! I'm too classy for that term. Please, I hate that word. I
had to think about it because I only hear BM in my world. So
would you say child's father? Is that how?
He's just the dude, man.
He's the dude,
man.
He's the dude.
He's the bro god.
I have to say, if I am this guy and I fumbled Rico Nasty, and I'm seeing what's happening now, I'm probably a little bit like
I say that. No.
We could have had a life together.
That was like, you was an ugly bitch. You just crazy. And that's how he probably feels about me. He's like, yeah, she's a beautiful woman. Fucking insane. She's fucking crazy.
Beautiful woman, but at what cost?
You seem like a handful.
Literally.
You seem like a handful. He chose his mental health, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he chose his mental health. When we broke up, he said the funniest shit ever. He said, I'll never talk to a pretty girl again because you're all fucking evil and sick bitches on the inside. And I said, yeah, he's gonna have a hard time.
I have to say that sounds like some white boy talk to me, but I'm glad to know that it was.
He's acting like he doesn't like a crazy ass bitch. I mean, come on.
I don't know.
That's what all men are built for.
If you guys knew what I did, I think I'd probably be getting canceled to the 10th degree.
You seem like somebody that might have. You seem like somebody that might cut up the Amiris with the scissors.
No. I feel. Let me guess. I feel like fire was involved in some capacity. No fire. Okay.
No fire.
What'd you do? Steal his identity? How far did we go?
You kill a pet?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Damn, I guess I'm not that bad.
Drowned his ferret. Okay,
I'm not that bad, no.
Little mail fraud? What's going on? Go through the recycling bin? You steal all his Delta miles?
No. It wasn't that bad. It was bad. It was bad. I did some fucked up shit, but I can't tell you.
We don't need to get into it.
Can't tell you.
Yeah, I'm a little scared of you in a good way. You know, like I feel like if I crossed you, something bad would happen to me.
I think a lot of people, they think like, oh yeah, I think romantically it's like, oh, she's gonna get so mad, but really I am so calm that
that's even scarier.
Yeah, I think that it makes him even more scary. I think that's like a lesson to all my young women out there. Like if somebody pisses you off, bro, just shut the fuck up. Because people who beat ass shut the fuck up and they put belt to ass. It's like not much talking that need to be done. I'ma fuck you up, but I'm trying to calm down. So it's like I've learned how to be quiet, and it's so funny when someone is trying to cover something up and you get quiet. Like they like, oh, it's like
Mhm.
word vomit.
Yeah.
Like they can't help but to keep fucking talking, and they talk themselves into a hole
Yeah.
until it's like,
I
oh,
wouldn't know
so you
anything
did
about
do
that.
it.
We only podcast 3 times a week. I've never talked myself into a hole.
It's a common interview
is.
strategy is where you ask somebody a question and they reply with a little 2-word answer and you just sit there looking at them.
The best interviewers
Yeah.
are willing to just sit and stare
And sit and
until
stare.
you break.
Yeah,
Until
literally.
you break.
Mhm.
And it's
Wait it out.
powerful.
It
It's
is
powerful stuff.
I've learned how to just though. Like I'll just be like, I guess we'll just sit in silence.
You could do this all night.
We're just sitting here like
You want to go crazy with me?
Yeah, that's really powerful. That's really powerful.
I actually have my Trader Joe's orange chicken in the oven. I'm not even gonna go check on it.
it's beeping.
I'll let it burn. Usher voice. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god, you guys want to hear something fucked up? My kid,
Let's
he's
do it.
learning how to be like a young adult now because he's about to be 10 this year. Bro, there's those Trader Joe's. Do you know those? Oh my god, this shit is so funny. You know those Trader Joe's mini pancake popper puff things? They're like these.
Let me Google the shit.
Just look up Trader Joe's pancake poppers.
Pancake popper sounds like a gay party to me, but I guess you're saying it's food, so I'm going to trust you on that.
Okay,
fucking-
little maple guys and chocolate chip guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They take 50 seconds to heat up.
Microwave.
Microwave, bro. I told him 50 seconds. He put them in there for 5 minutes. He disintegrated them. The whole house smelled like burnt plastic. It was terrible. It was horrible. And in that moment, I realized, I'm like, whoa, kids are really like not all the way there. Like you have to teach them. I literally said 5-0. Where did the extra zero?
Do you know how hard it is to hit 50 seconds on a microwave nowadays? It's tough to get that precise. You do a 30-second at a time.
Start. That's what he does. He's a 30-second warrior, bro. He will do 30 seconds, let it get all the way down to 2 seconds, add another 30. It's like
Jason's
a
a 30-second warrior too, but it's a different kind of thing.
It's like a game.
I'll be good in a few minutes, babe.
I hate the 30-second warriors. You need to go hiking or something, bro.
Need to touch grass.
I mean,
You got it.
so all right.
Work
so
on my
your
mental.
your son.
Okay, so
is-
your son fucked up the microwave because
up the
you told him
microwave.
to do 50 seconds, which I
Put it in
mean,
for 5 minutes.
okay, that's no good. Well,
it
are
in
we
for
going to
5
teach him any like knife skills, safety stuff, boiling water?
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I mean, we're still struggling to keep the goddamn juice in the cup. Shit,
Okay.
bro.
Okay. Sure. Same. Honestly, I'm
I
kind
can-
of clumsy.
I can always tell when he poured himself some juice. The stares are just like, he's just like, do you have Parkinson's? Like, bro, are you okay? Like, do I need to take you to the doctor? Why are you shaking so much? But I low key think that because he's focusing so hard on not spilling it, he's spilling it even more. But I tell him it doesn't help to fill the fucking cup to the brim.
To the very top. Yeah, to
brim,
the
he's
very
up the
top.
steps like this.
So what is this young man into? Like, what is is he got your credit card on Roblox, or is
He
it
does.
more, is he a basketball player? Does he like
does.
tennis? What is
I'm
okay.
paying my taxes. He's definitely on Roblox. Yeah, life was so crazy. When he was a baby, he had a bedroom. I had a glam room. I had an extra closet. And now my extra bedroom is his game room. So
No more glam.
no more glam. It's got to do the glam in the living room.
Oh, that's crazy.
But
That's love,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, he
Well,
has
That
like,
is love.
A lot
Loves
of people
games.
I know who have kids, they end up sort of eating the same foods that their kids eat just because it's like they'll make them some food and they're like, I don't want this, and then
No.
they end up eating it all. How does it work with you?
He's gonna eat what I'm eating.
Or else?
Or else. Say not no. I mean, he literally will. I mean, it's
Okay,
funny
so you
because
got
he
lucky
likes, well, because since a young age, he's traveled a lot and he's been on tour. We did like a European tour. He didn't. I tweeted the other day. I was like, yeah, my son's been on so many tours with me, more than most artists. Someone was like, yeah, I hope he didn't go on the Cardi one. I said, well, touche to you, bitch, he didn't. Can you imagine that? Trying to be a mom in the middle of that, like telling people to fuck off and shit. But no. But he did go on like a European tour with me. And I think that was like super amazing for both of us. I feel like it expanded his palate. He's always down to try new food. he's at least down to try.
It's great.
What's little man's Nobu order then, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, his Nobu order is the Wagyu tacos. Six Wagyu tacos.
Ooh, throw it in the bag.
Thank God you're making money on this TV show. He's gonna break your ass.
No, tell me about it. Look up SH Figure Arts toys.
What?
Look that up.
Okay.
Look up SH Figure fucking Arts. Look how expensive his toys are.
Oh, he's getting the little anime $100 toys, huh?
Yeah, he's getting the figures.
The figures.
So where do you draw the line then as a mother?
Oh, the line is drawn at behavior.
Okay, so you're saying if he fucks
You
up.
gonna act up, you ain't getting shit.
Okay. Act up.
Like I feel like that's every parent though. Like
That's every parent.
Well, let me say this: my son, his iPad is like demolished. Like you can see the screen under the glass. Like it's demolished, and I won't get him a new one because that is like his third one, and I'm just like a firm believer and just like
needs to
you're
learn.
not about to
You gotta
just
take care of your shit.
disrespecting
Yeah, you gotta
me.
teach him to take care of his
you
shit.
got me fucked up. Yeah, so right now he's, if anyone saw us out at dinner, Nobu per se, and he's with his iPad, which he wouldn't be because it's so fucked up now, which is why I like it fucked up because he won't use it as much.
Oh,
But
okay.
if you see him with a fucked up iPad, you'd probably be like, whoa, that's fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
he's cutting his fingers. She doesn't care. She needs to buy that kid a new iPad. But I know how to do this because I am Gen Z as well.
Yeah.
Once it's cracked, I don't want the shit. It makes me look weird playing on a crack. And he's the same way. He's like, it's cracked. I can't take it out the house. Exactly. Leave that shit in here and talk to me. What's your favorite color, nigga? Like, can I get to know you? Low key, the new kids is weird. Like, I feel like I don't really know how people are getting to know their kids.
Yeah, it's true.
He like goes into these waves of silence and he pop out, skibbity, skibbity. Alpha, alpha, sigma, sigma. I'm like, bro, I don't know. I thought it was stimming at first.
So you're saying your 9-year-old isn't able to have an adult conversation at all times?
No, he goes in and out. Did you see the Black Mirror? Oh my God. Did you see fucking Black Mirror? That's what it's like
That's
raising
him?
a kid. It's like, you got to subscribe to the upgraded version. They be like, mommy, where did I come from? What was the beginning of all of this? La, 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 la. Pita, pita. Where did we come from? It's like, dude, like, are you here or not? Like, he's at that age where I'm like, you are not a kid. You're trying to act like you don't know what's going on, but you fully know what's going on.
How real can you keep it with him?
I keep it as real as he asks me.
Okay.
If he asks me, I have to keep it real. If he doesn't ask, we have a don't ask, don't tell policy. If you don't ask me, I'm not just going to tell you. I don't like overshare information on him.
Sure,
I feel like he'll be like, Mom, what is this? And I'll be like, that is whatever the fuck it is.
And they're like, I'll tell you what that is if you tell me what skibbity alpha means.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, I know what all of it means. I know skibbity, I know Riz, I know mewing, I know sigma, I know every fucking thing. I'm like the coolest bitch. I got a Roblox. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm legit.
Damn. Okay. Not to stunt on us, but we don't have Roblox. So
if you
it's
can't
kinda...
beat them, join them. When will you parents learn?
That's true.
No, it's not a bad policy.
Get your blocks on.
Get your fucking blocks on, bitch. Get on there. You want to know what they talk about so bad? Get the fuck on Roblox.
Get blocked. Get blocked.
Okay, has
Blocked.
blocked. Have you passed down like your synesthesia or any of your specific talents onto him?
He does make music.
Oh, so he's making beats. He's on Fruity Loops on the iPad?
No, he doesn't do that, but he did some real shit that was like, how did you figure that out so young? Basically, he was listening to a beat on his iPad and he took my phone and opened up voice notes and was recording on my phone a song. And I was like, that is some real rapper shit. Like, how the fuck did you know how to do that? That's so crazy. That's
Damn,
like
all Blue Ivy can do is dance, but you're saying your son can rap.
Oh, please. He need to get in the field like Blue Ivy. The fuck? Get up there and dance. The fuck? What?
How
And
are
Blue Ivy,
how are his
she
bars?
hitting out. Yeah, she
how are
hitting
his
it.
bars?
he's rapping about like chicken nuggets, Ninja Turtles, Sonic. I mean,
I mean, that sounds like
That's cool.
some of the rappers of today, to be honest.
one thing about him that I will say that does remind me of myself is that I just let him do whatever. When I was a kid, I was making clothes. I was making jewelry for the neighbors. I was selling candy. I was making music, taking pictures. I want to be a photographer. I want to be a veterinarian. I was a babysitter. My parents just let me do whatever. At no point were they like, you need to pick one. They never said that to me. So I never did. And I just have always had love for multiple things. And I want to raise him the same way creatively. Like, I don't think that I need to be like, oh, you're really good at this. Focus on this. Like, just go. Whatever. It's like, yeah, try to pick up as many marbles as you can. Because when you get older, all of that will open your eyes and you'll be like, well, I could do that for the rest of my life. That was something I thought was fun. It was peaceful. And it's like you never know if you don't try, per se. So I let him try whatever. I don't know what he's going to be. I guarantee, though, like in my mom brain, it's like he's either going to be a director or a comedian. I say that proudly. He's funny. He's super deadpan, but he's also very sarcastic.
We don't want another Louis C.K. on our hands now. Be careful.
He's a bad mamma jamma. Who is that? Who is that?
He's a white comedian who got canceled.
What did he say?
He pulled his hog out in front of females.
He pulled his.
Yeah.
But it was consensual though.
A hog? Is that what white?
You've never heard the term hog out?
Bro, whoa, that shit is so fucking funny. Y'all are funny. Hog out is crazy. I just turned red.
You can use that if you
I'm
want.
about to use that in a bar.
You mind if the hog comes out?
You can use that in a bar. That's yours.
So
I didn't come up
funny.
with it.
Hog out.
Yeah, actually speaking of bars, I feel like you're sort of known for like stretching the boundaries of making two words rhyme together.
Oh yeah.
Do you have? And when I was listening to the new album, there's a couple I forgot. I was like, wow, she really made that rhyme with that. I don't know.
Oh my God,
how we got there, but you got there. But I like when people do that.
That's my
like
favorite
Lil
thing
Wayne.
to do. What
Lil
did I
Wayne
say
is
on
really
the
good at
album?
doing that. But like, what's an example or two from the album where you made them two words rhyme?
I said, seen them run off with the style. It's okay. They never say nothing I wanted to say. It never gave nothing I wanted to give. It never gave.
That's good.
It never gave nothing I wanted to give. It's so funny because, like, obviously, it never gives nothing I wanted to give. But
I like it.
they so late. They so
like it
late. Bitches so past tense. I had to say this shit in past tense. It's like it never gave what it was supposed to give.
Yeah.
I get it.
Period.
No, I get it.
I love shit like that though. Yeah, like I think it's so funny when you like purposely say shit wrong. You know what's fucked up? Let's go back to Lil Yachty because I remember when he said the cello line and everyone was like, cello. He should have just rocked with it. He should have never said that he noticed that it was different. He should have been like, cello what?
I'm not familiar with what you're talking about.
He said
she blow that dick like a cello.
Oh.
She stroked
blow
that
that
dick like a cello.
Okay, and because that's not an instrument that you use that way. People were correcting
so
him.
people were like, and I was like, but you get the gist.
Yeah, the gist is got.
Also, it
The
doesn't.
gist is
Also,
God.
there's a
Like-
certain kind of understanding in rap music that you can say whatever you want, and if
Yeah.
it sounds cool, then you're good. If it sounds
Then it
uncool,
goes.
then it doesn't work.
Yeah, like Lil Wayne. I like a long head, thick red bone. Open up her legs. That filet mignon. That
Pussy.
I'ma get in and out there. Like he really Lil Wayne. I was talking to my friend about that too. Lil Wayne is the top.
I agree.
I don't want to talk about nothing else.
If you got to pick one.
I'm very upset because I'm missing him at Madison Square Garden, and I offered my spot to Jason, team flyout, but he said he couldn't make it work. So
I don't know if I need to see him in 2025.
Absolutely love Lil Wayne. I don't know if
I
you
don't.
guys can tell by my rock and hip hop blend, but I love Lil Wayne.
That one, I meant to ask you about being on Fueled by Ramen. I need more info
Hell
on
yeah.
that. So
Hell yeah.
were you playing with like Fall Out Boy? How far did this go?
No, I've never met Fall Out Boy.
What?
I never met them.
Who signed you, John Janik?
I believe so. Honestly, it was like a mixture. When I signed, there was like a whole big issue going on with Atlantic. I think Atlantic was just being bought by Warner, somebody
Oh,
from
so
Warner.
they
It was a whole situation, right? It is so funny actually being able to talk about this stuff because like I feel like this when you know you bet your business that you know what the fuck you're talking about. It was a whole thing, whole switch up, mash up situation, and I got put in Fueled by Ramen, and then a lot of people were well, not put at Fueled by Ramen. I asked to be at Fueled by Ramen.
yeah.
And when I got there, it was like they were still moving around a lot of people. From what I know now, I'm working like very closely. I've heard the name John before, and I've heard like a couple of names. They've been in and out of meetings and things like that, but I try to just focus on the people that I know are gonna work with me every day. Like I know that there's like, oh, get to know the top of the top, but it's like, yeah, I need to know who's doing my digital marketing. I need to know
Oh,
who's
you're one of
doing
those annoying ass. You're one of those
no,
annoying
I'm
ass artists.
super annoying. I'm like, I need to know who's doing digital marketing, who's doing syncs, who's doing fucking like who's commissioning my videos. Like, who are the people I'm gonna go and ask for shit? If I'm not asking for nothing, we don't really what are we really?
Sure.
You know what I mean? I need to know who's doing my merch. I need to know who's doing the overseas touring. This shit you just need to know because they work hand in hand with your money.
No, that's good bit.
you know?
That's the smarter way to do it, probably.
Yeah, I feel like everybody else, they're cool. I appreciate them. Some people they bring in really cool opportunities and cool collabs, but other than that, like the core team, they like work their fucking asses off and they bring in really cool shit that's like niche to the shit that I like. So it's been really cool working over there. I mean, it's definitely so weird because I feel like I'm literally exactly who I thought I was gonna be. Because like when I was younger, I was like I want to be more like demanding and ask for what I want, and I feel like now I'm like that, and it just feels kind of like
That's great.
I don't know, very powerful.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
great.
very like powerful.
It's a hard
Yeah.
thing to do in this world.
Some would say she's a bitch.
I would never say that because
She's a bitch. She's a mother. She's a whore.
I would never say that. I think that I love a boss chick, and I think that
Yeah.
it's
I think there's a
nice.
way to ask for what you want, what you need, what you deserve as a person without being a bitch.
And being mean.
Sometimes,
But
Maybe you figured that out. Maybe you
sometimes-
haven't.
Sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be your project manager over there at Atlantic Records getting those phone calls.
No, I honestly haven't had a bad phone call in years.
That's good. That's mature.
But there were some bad ones.
I bet. Yeah, I bet there were.
Yeah.
I bet there were.
I don't know.
Do you have you thrown a phone before?
At somebody?
No. Not Naomi Campbell style. I just mean like, have you thrown a phone against the wall in anger?
Oh yeah, of course.
Same.
But it wasn't because of a phone call though.
Oh, you were
It was
just.
because something I read. I read some shit and I was like,
And you threw the T-Mobile sidekick against the wall.
yeah.
So you read an Azalea Banks tweet and you said, "Oh hell no, I've had enough."
Well, right. No, but so actually, this is gonna be. You guys are my favorite. Actually, this might be my favorite podcast. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all getting right to it. I don't know whether I fucking hate Azalea Banks or if like I fuck with Azalea Banks because she does really hot takes. Who the fuck she said it I look like, bro? What the fuck, bitch? Are you kidding me? Bitch,
Who'd she say that you look like?
what's that man's name? Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons.
No.
Gene. Azalea.
So hold on. So Azalea Banks said you look like Kiss's Gene Simmons.
Yes, bitch. And then went on to be like, no, bro, the bitch crazy, but like she crazy, but bro, she be making the most valid points. She went on to be like,
I know.
Rico Nasty is like the originate. Look up recent Azalea Banks about me. She got real nice.
Yeah, that's her thing. She's
Her thing. Nah. This is how she keeps herself relevant because she's nice. I'm talking about her. I'm talking about her nice. The next time she speak about me, she's gonna be some awful shit. It's gonna be some god awful.
It's just like Kanye. Hail Hitler. Just kidding.
No.
Hail Hitler again. Just kidding.
No,
I think Azalea
We're not going to
Banks
go
is
down that road. Don't worry.
one of our great treasures.
I personally now I think that Azealia Banks is not as bad as Kanye.
No, definitely not.
She is not. She is not.
Azalea is very
Azalea's
tame.
a gift. I like that she goes to like countries that are known for blood diamonds
Y'all
to
are
get her
talking about the
bag.
Hitler stuff. You guys aren't talking about the cousin stuff. That doesn't like make.
Well, he
y'all
said
feel...
he said the cousin stuff was about Keem and Kendrick, which makes it funny. He said he was just playing. It was about Keem
He was
and
just
Kendrick.
playing.
I believe that that Kanye sucked his cousin's dick for sure, and it
Me
was
too.
brave of him to admit that.
Brave of him to admit it.
It explains a lot.
He needs to see a doctor. They need to take the microphone. He needs to see somebody. That's like alarming. That's like scary. Like that's like bro, you either not all the way there or you are all the way there and you think that this type of shit is funny. It's not funny. There's like a kid battling with that shit somewhere.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's kind of
up.
funny. Unfortunately, it's kind of funny, but I don't want to think it's funny.
It's only
I don't
funny
want to.
because Kanye West admitted that he was gay and he was the epitome of being a gay fish joke on South Park. That's why it's funny. But it is sexual abuse at a young age. It's not funny.
That's true.
That's true. It's not funny.
Such a
You're
like
right.
thing
You're right.
that's like, ha, this happened to me. Like, why would he make that? Like, why would he?
But it's really funny if it's about Kendrick and Keem because they're actually cousins. That's funny.
No, and it's not funny if it's about that because now you're just trying to insert yourself. It could have been about him and Drake. What? Leave it alone. Like,
Chill.
why?
Hey, we don't do that on this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Nah. Nokia best song of the year. Don't do
Y'all
that.
like Drake?
No, I'm. It's an ongoing joke on this podcast.
Are you a Drake fan?
Well,
Are you
sure.
a Nicki fan?
I'm not. I wouldn't say that I'm.
I'm a Barb. Chris is OVO.
I'm OVO Chris, and this is Jason. He's a Barb.
Y'all are Young Money.
I
And I'm
like
Young
Weezy
Money,
and
Cash
Baby.
Money.
Nicki
the
Minaj
young
was on the
man.
cover of what? She was on the cover of Vogue.
Nicki Minaj is the best female rapper ever.
See, a lot of people say that, but I don't think about her that much, to be honest. I
I
know
do.
she's popular, but have you met her?
I don't have to meet her.
Great answer.
I don't have to meet her to know her music is the best.
No, I wasn't saying that's what you needed to prove it. I was just wondering
Yeah,
if you
no,
guys
I-
had broke bread.
Bro. No, I'm
I just wondered if you've ever had a little kiki with her.
She's
you know?
terrifying.
I genuinely feel like she to me is like one of those people that I just love musically. I think she's contributed so much to music and I feel like I can see how she feels like she never got her flowers. I don't know why I could see it. I could see it. I could feel it.
No, I agree.
I relate to it in a way, even though it's not on such a huge scale. And I feel her, like I feel it. It's like, fuck, I wasn't done. And you guys are pushing me out and trying to kick me out of the shit I built and not giving me my flowers and being disrespectful. It's like, I get it. But outside of that, because I don't want to wake up the Barbs. Outside of that, when you're talking lyricism and you're talking like wordplay, bro.
Yeah, that's
You know,
true.
you can go on my Instagram right now. I don't follow Nicki Minaj, but if you give me a song, I know that bitch word for word. It's just like she's an amazing musician. She's literally the best female rapper. I don't care. She's literally the best. Like she's the best. She's the best. We can talk about her personality and all that other shit later, but really
She's a monster.
talking about that Young Money run,
Mhm.
like that shit was like, yeah, you guys aren't.
I agree.
There's
No,
not.
that's-
Yeah.
No, that's. I didn't know you were such a Young Money stan.
I grew up during like
Yeah,
fucking
the
the
heyday.
bang.
One of the most
like,
incredible runs of all time.
Yeah,
with
like
Weezy and Drake and
on. And then I
Nicki
was-
all together.
after that, then I was raised by Chief Keef and Young Thug, so I'm very much like
You're twisted.
I'm twisted.
Are you a Birdman fan?
Rest in peace to Miss Gladys Watt. Yeah, I love Birdman. I do. I love Birdman. I feel like
I was hoping you were gonna do. I was hoping you were gonna do your impression of him when he went on The Breakfast Club and threatened.
y'all
Charlamagne.
finish it, y'all done. All
Yeah, that's-
three of y'all. All three of y'all. And that's the motherfucker I'm scared of. A bald head man that's chosen to be bald with tattoos on the bald.
That's why I've kept the tattoos away.
I heard a good story about him actually. He hires a barber to come to his house once a week and give him a quote unquote haircut, even though he has no hair. And all his friends, everyone has to pretend like it's normal, and he's giving him a real haircut. And he sits there for an hour, lines him up, does the whole thing.
That's like my dad. My dad still shaves his head, and I'm like, you're bald. So
Ain't nothing to cut, bro.
you're doing it for fun. Muscle memory must be.
Yeah, maybe a muscle memory.
Yeah.
It's a routine, it's
Men need
healthy
routines.
to keep a habit and a routine going as we
Men
get
need
older.
routines.
You guys do, and make it like, let's actually talk about it. The guy that I'm talking to now, he has like a skincare routine.
Oh, so you're dating is he bisexual or he's straight? Okay, he's straight. All right,
Straight.
yeah, I didn't know.
Is the routine a little too involved?
Routine-y?
Is that the issue?
I love it.
What kind of products
Okay.
is he using though?
I think I love dating a bad bitch. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love dating a person that takes care of themselves.
I hear that from
think
my
it's-
wife every day.
I think it's cool.
Being called a bad bitch puts a pep in my step.
Yeah, like that.
You get to share your
He
serums.
put me on to so many. Yeah, sharing.
So what kind of vitamin C serum is he using? Because
He's using the snail stuff.
he's into snail stuff, little freak.
Yeah.
He's in Korea.
You
You better check who he dated before because
I know, I
somebody
need
put
to-
him on.
I need to look at. Oh, I know. I was thinking that It was probably
Some Asian baddie put him onto that.
No, it was probably like a Spanish baddie. Yeah.
He read about it on Nylon. Okay, so
You're so funny. Oh my god.
okay, so you like that he has a long. Is it a morning and a night routine?
Yep.
Okay. You said you met him IRL. You meet him at Sephora? Where'd you meet this guy at?
Ralph's Beauty Aisle.
I met him at Community Goods. He's putting
at a
on
pet store.
a little lip kit.
Pet store.
You met him at the pet store. He was getting an iguana, and you just rolled up on him.
I was getting a jumping spider.
Hold on, and
For you
hold
or
on.
your son?
You're telling
For
me
me.
this guy isn't white, and you met him at a pet store?
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
He's a little skater boy.
Okay, like a professional or just
No.
for fun?
No.
Okay,
He literally doesn't even skate anymore.
So is he into lizards and stuff? Like, how old is he?
lizards? Is he into lizards and stuff? It's so crazy.
hold on.
Oh, he-
So what is? You don't need to give us the full details, but what does he do for a living? Like, what industry is he in? If you don't mind me asking, and I hope it's not bartending.
No.
He's a nail tech.
Nope. And he's not a rapper. He doesn't make music.
Okay.
He's not an athlete.
He's a civilian.
He is a regular person.
He's a regular person.
You dated an athlete before? Have you dated an athlete before?
No.
Yeah, that doesn't really seem like I couldn't see
I've
you
never
with
dated a rapper, and I've never dated an athlete.
What?
No, I've never.
Wow,
I
that's
don't-
powerful.
I don't want to. I don't.
You're different.
Right. Okay. Oh, I'm so different. I don't want to date anybody that like has the same job as me or like I don't know. I don't want to date anyone who has to do social media as a job. Like, because this for me is like, I have some.
All right, let's wrap this up, Jason. Let's wrap this up.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I think that's smart. Actually, I think that's
Yeah.
healthy. That's healthy.
Yeah, and sometimes athletes they fall into the same category as rappers or musicians because they got to be gone. They have to do. They're doing a lot of shit, and they're just as crazy.
Oh, they're
Like,
crazier. I would say.
Yeah.
They're crazier.
They're crazier.
All right,
Yeah.
Rico. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
We gotta have. Well, when you come back on, we need to talk about gnomes and Death Cab and some other things.
Oh my God, Death Cab for Cutie. That guy be working out too.
Yeah, shout out to Ben, listener. He listens to the show. He's been on the show before.
I love him. I love you, Ben.
We can probably hook you guys
Yeah,
up.
Ben's listening right now. You guys can go do a little ultra marathon or something like
something
that.
light.
Get to know each
we
other.
we should go for a hike. Ben.
100-mile loop, something light.
Yes, I'm a huge fan.
Damn, you're so LA now. Okay, so the album
Yeah.
is out now, right?
Oh, get that!
Hell yeah. Go stream it.
And when does the show come out?
Oh, the show's coming out probably like next year. You know how the TV shit is. They shoot
Okay.
whatever the fuck and then
Yes, yeah.
figure that out later. But the tour is in like September. So save your
Okay.
coins. It's going to be a rager. I mean, you heard the metal shit on there. So it's going to be like
You already know what it
great
is.
shit. Yeah.
So we're ready. We're ready for it. Okay,
Yeah,
got
get
it.
ready.
All right. Thank you so
We'll
much.
see you in the fucking pit, bro.
We'll see you in the pit.
I'm
Rico.
going to be in a pit. Yeah, I'll see you on the pit. Bye.
If I get you alone.